Good evening, everybody. Let's see if that works. Is that close enough? Or do we need it a little bit louder?
A little louder.
A little louder? Let's do it. How's that? No? I'll just talk louder? How about that?
There you go.
My name is Deborah Collins, and I am from OREA. Thank you very much for having me out here. I am the sad, sorry substitute for Dan Acton tonight, so I will do my best to answer questions you all might have and catch you up to date as to what's going on. First, I'd like to just say thank you to Mike and the GD REIA group. I don't know if you all travel the state or the country and go to other REIAs, but you all have a really nice setup here and a really great group that's run very well and offers a lot of benefits. So I just want to say thank you to you all and good job. And congratulations, thank you. So I'm going to kind of go through some of this. I'm going to double check sort of your awareness level so I don't bore you, but we are the Ohio Real Estate Investors Association. We work at the state level for advocacy. So we don't do national campaigns. We don't follow what's really going on in Washington, D.C. You guys are members of National REIA. Hopefully you get legislative updates from them. And we don't engage at a local level. You all actually have a really great group of members that do that very well here, and you should be very thankful to that. I do that some in Cincinnati, and it is exhausting. So, but we do help with local campaigns. We help with press releases. We help with talking points and whatnot, but really we focus at the state level. So we're doing the State House, the State Senate, and the Governor. This is our website, front page. I just cut and pasted it real quick. It's orea.com. This is a really good place if you guys just want to put it in your rotation and you kind of check back there every month. All of it is open to the public. You don't have to register. You don't have to be a member. You can just see what's on there. I go in there and update about once a month, change out what's important, what's going on, what's the headlines that we want you guys to be aware of. So you can focus on, you can check that out. There's links on there and whatnot usually that can lead you to some other things. We engage in a number of different ways. OREA actually hires a professional lobbying group called GPG, and we have a staffer, Ronnie Romito, is on our account. Him and his staff actually review every single bill that comes out of the state legislature. So that's hundreds and hundreds of bills. They go through them, they double check, see if it hits any of our key points. Obviously, landlord-tenant law, which is their words, not mine. Real estate tax and stuff like that. But sometimes it's a really weird thing. Like this General Assembly, we're looking at a bill that would affect your ability to run a criminal background check on an employee applicant. And you go, okay, well, what's that got to do with us? Well, how many of you all hire a maintenance man on your property? How many of you all hire a property manager? Well, now you might not be able to double check and see if they have a criminal background before you're putting them inside your tenants', residences. So that's a real concern. So sometimes there's sort of a weird one that we end up having to follow. Typically, we're following about 70 to 75 different bills. So it's really a lot. We have decided to sort of narrow that down for our scope, but that's what we're keeping an eye on for everybody. Once a bill gets flagged, it gets sent over to our legislative director, Dan Acton, and our legislative committee, and we'll go through that and decide what the next steps are that we want to do with that, and how we'd like to engage, whether it's behind the scenes or publicly in front of them and that sort of thing. Generally then a bill is going to go into a committee, either a House committee or a Senate committee, and that's where we have witness testimony. That's the first time we're really going to reach out to you all and say, hey, we need you to come in and tell your story and tell us what you think about this and stand in front of some legislators and tell them why it's good or bad. I know that's kind of a pain. Just the other week, I drove 2 hours from Cincinnati. I waited 30 minutes, I gave a 3-minute talk, and I drove 2 hours home. And I know that kind of sucks, but I'm telling you it's really, really important. We'll get to that a little bit more later. But that is our first interaction then. After that then, usually once it's been voted out of committee, it'll go to the full chamber, either the full House or the full Senate, and that's when we start our grassroots efforts. So that's when we're going to ask you all to make phone calls to your legislators, emails, or do what we call I'm double clicking apparently, a muster campaign. Before I get too much into this, raise your hand if you have no idea.
The Greater Dayton Real Estate and Investment Association has provided me options. It's provided me opportunities to see that there is more to the real estate industry than just buying and selling homes. But this opportunity has given me more options for helping people, and we're all working together to help our local communities.
GDREA helps Partners in Title Agency as it helps me serve other people in the industry as far as on their closing transactions and investing in the market.
Brian and Terry Quinlan. What we got from GDREA is a retirement and a good lifestyle in the meantime, and a lot of good friends. I've learned a lot. We've learned a lot.
A lot of knowledge and a lot of education, and having the speakers come in and be very informative of what's going on.
I'm Rhonda with the Dayton Tenant Union, and we're talking about partnering with GDREA, where we can get landlords and tenants to learn the rights and responsibilities from landlords and tenants, so we can all get together as a unit, as a whole.
Well, the benefits of GDREA would be to network with other real estate investors, as I'm a brand new investor and I am looking to learn from their knowledge. I want to network with others where they can guide me.
The biggest benefit I get from GDREA is talking with the other people. If I need something, a plumber or an electrician or a roofer, I know there's always people at the meetings that can help me. And talking with other people make me feel like I'm not alone in this. There's other people just like me doing it.
Hi, I'm Felicia Hall, and what I get from GDREA is all the knowledge from these people who give me great ideas and things to fix up. And yeah, we like and we like Marcia. Thank you.
So GDREA benefit me with teaching me how to rehab, how to do different stuff to become a successful real estate investor. So that's how I got all my educations from GDREA. So
I've met a lot of nice people and I've learned a lot of good information. I think it keeps me abreast of what's going on in the real estate business.
The benefit I get from GDREA is I get a chance to network with other successful investors, and through that association I learn how to be a great investor, and all the deals that I have found so far have come from GDREA, and I'm doing very well with the investments I've chosen, plus I have a lot of great friendships.